How to not get screwed on a wholesale deal by other buyers is the topic of today's video. When people are getting into wholesaling, one of the worries that's a legitimate concern is that your end buyer might try to cut you out of the deal and then you get screwed. You found the deal and then they shortcut or go around you and cut you, as Uncle Joey would say, out of the deal. For those who get that reference, 25 points. I'm Dustin Hahn. We use the strategies on this channel to do 5, 10, sometimes 15 deals per month. We are experts at finding property for 40 to 90% below market value before the other investors in the market. If you want to learn how to do that and how we do it, book a free call below and we can share with you that secret and maybe you can implement it. All right, so let's dive in. What does this look like? This is a big concern that people have because it happens. There's a lot of greasy, snaky people out there. Maybe I don't want to say a lot, but there's enough bad apples to sometimes give things a bad name. And once again, there's bad apples in everything. You know, there's bad apple lawyers, there's bad apple realtors. Basically anything, any business, there's going to be people who are crooked and shady and unethical. So our job is to protect ourselves and build relationships with people who are ethical until proven otherwise, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is protect ourselves on the wholesale deal. So remember, a wholesale deal is when you're assigning a contract to the end buyer. It's a great way to make anywhere between $10,000 to sometimes $30,000 without actually having to buy the property. And these can quite easily be done virtually as well. So let's talk about the vulnerability point on where you could possibly get screwed out of the deal, right? So what's gonna happen is two scenarios. A, if you're doing it in person, which means you're going to be bringing buyers by the property, they could somehow try to get in contact with the homeowner and negotiate a better price. Say you're getting the property under contract for $100,000 and then the buyer, for 20, meaning there's a $20,000 assignment fee. So the buyer could try to get sneaky and try to cut you out and say to the homeowner, hey, I'll give you an extra $10,000 and then cut you out, because then he's saving 10 and the homeowner is making an extra 10 as well. Now that wouldn't be ethical because he didn't put in the time and energy to find the deal. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe, thumbs up, and ask us any questions in the comments. Coming back to what we're here to discuss. So when it comes to protecting yourself, there are several things to do, okay? Because you don't want them to cut you out of the deal. So how do you do that? That comes down to setting boundaries in the beginning when you're communicating with the buyers that you are bringing by. Now, the way you do that is you say, look, you be transparent. This is a wholesale property. I'm looking to wholesale it. There's really good profit potential in this. We have great lead flow coming in. Now, I know you're not the type of person to, try to cut people out of deals or go directly to the homeowner, but here's what I can tell you right now. 2 things that we do and make sure we're transparent about. 1, we work hard to get our deals. We get great deals. We have lots of deals coming in. Now, if we see that you try to contact the homeowner in any way, number 1, we'll never do a deal with you again and your reputation will be hurt. Number 2, the second thing we do is we record, it's called an affidavit of purchase and sale agreement. Therefore, if you do get in touch with the homeowner and you do strike up a little side deal to try to cut us out, what we're gonna do is on the day of closing, we're gonna execute the contract, and it's another paper, another contract that you record with the title company, and it's called an affidavit of purchase and sale. And we're gonna cloud the title, so regardless if you try to cut us out or not, we're gonna get paid, okay? So I know this sounds, a little bit aggressive. However, until we build a proper relationship, we have to protect ourselves. Once again, you seem like an honest person who has integrity. However, we need to build our relationship moving forward. So that's what we do. And one of the ways that we found out about this is we actually bought a property, and when it came time to close, there was an affidavit of purchase and sale, and the title was actually clouded. And the seller went into contract with another buyer, and then they didn't execute the contract. The seller backed out of the deal, and these guys were smart, they were savvy. They showed up for closing, and then they recorded that on the title. So we actually, I think they were going to make like 20 grand on the deal. So we had to pay them, I think it was $8,000 or $9,000 for them to sign off on their affidavit of purchase and sale. And rightfully so. They put in that work, they deserve to get paid. Now, it was still a great deal for us, but very important to just be strong and be firm. Now, here's how you minimize some things as well. Meaning, if you go to the property, have several buyers come through at once, so you're saving time, and try to send the homeowner off, buy them lunch, buy them coffee, like, hey, we're gonna have some of our associates come through, some of our partners look at the property. You mind, here's 20 bucks, go grab a coffee to minimize that situation. Now, if you're doing it virtually, meaning the buyer definitely will contact the homeowner, that's where this boundary is very important because they're dealing right with, they're dealing right with the seller. So it can be very easy. So you need to set that frame, especially on a virtual deal. Like, hey, you're going to be going, just be transparent. Look, let's call a spade here. You could definitely attempt, we're going to put you in touch with the seller, go through, walk the property, but here's what I can tell you, man. We got this thing under contract. If you try to cut us out of the deal, we have tons of deals. You'll never get another one. Your reputation will get hurt. But regardless, if you walk this property and then all of a sudden everybody starts ghosting, I don't hear from you, I don't hear from the seller, what I'm going to be doing is on that day of closing, you can bet your ass that I'm going to record an affidavit of purchase and sale. Therefore, we're getting paid regardless. So let's just be ethical and conduct a good deal. That's how we do it. That's how I suggest you do it. So if you want to learn how to buy property 40 to 90% below market value and get these deals before other investors, we figured out a great way to do it that we only share on one-on-one calls. So there's a link below. Click a one-on-one call with us. We can walk you through it, provide a bunch of great information, and then if there's a synchronicity, we can also share how to work more together, but that'll be up to you. So click the link, book the call below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.